Got back from Click OK in Leamington Spa, and Craig has very graciously fixed this PC on the spot immediately, which is wonderful. So to let you know what had actually occurred, Asus AI Suite, which is a piece of software I don't use, was giving me a load of trouble, so I deleted it. After asking Craig what best to do, he said delete it and reinstall it, which I didn't do. After it had forced me to restart, it just worked. Everything worked perfectly. So carried on using it for the rest of the evening, and then went to bed. Woke up and everything had changed. I've now found out that by everything had changed, it was actually running on Windows 10. So what it had done is deleted everything. All of the drivers for everything got deleted. So chipset drivers, VGA drivers for the internal graphics card on the CPU, the GPU graphics card drivers, USP chipset, you name it, it deleted everything. And even changed the boot priority of the disk. So it changed the boot priority from my scratch disk that I used to record the show onto. So it wasn't using the boot disk. So hence it was loading Windows 10. There we go. So that took an hour and a half of Craig's time. Thank you very much if you happen to watch this, Craig. Really appreciate it. So I'm not going to wire it back up. So although I could have a show today, because it is now back up and running, you should chance to actually have a look inside it, see what it's like. Stand out of the light. There we go. So that's the graphics card side with its giant heatsink that you can see through the top. And that's the motherboard side that faces away from me. So you can probably see just from looking at it, you can't see anything. There's nothing to see on the motherboard because it's facing inwards. So there's no access to it. And that's what I was having to poke a chopstick through to press. This is the power button on the inside of the motherboard. So Craig has now rewired this button, which is reset somewhere along here, to be power, and then I'll just have to hold it in. I've contacted Monster Labo about getting a replacement power button. They've not responded, shocking. Same with Inside Tech, the people who originally supplied the PC. 2 emails to each of them, no reply. Nevertheless, hopefully that power button, that's something that can wait. Temporary fix with the reset button is fine for now. Probably end up staying like that forever. So yeah, it'll go back into its now rather ugly space that you can see. But I'm not going to put it in now. And the reason is because the Wi-Fi guy is coming out today from now. So about midday. They're supposed to come in and change that router. So there's no point in putting the computer back. I'll just have to take it off again to route the mains cable for the new router if it needs a new different mains cable, which is highly likely. So there we go. So that is that. There will be a show tomorrow. But in the meantime, I'll get this wire back up and make sure it actually works when it's wired in situ. So back to being pleased that I've got a working system and can continue to make a living on YouTube with this PC. Phoebe PC. So there we go. Just thought you'd like an update. Another massive shout out to Craig at Click OK in Leamington for dropping absolutely everything and literally doing it immediately. Even responded to my messages on Skype at about 7:30 this morning when I was like, oh, my computer doesn't work. I hate life. And yeah, he got back in touch immediately and gave me a few suggestions of things I could do to get it working again. And yeah, I'll get those glass sides down there, get those glass sides on it, get it back up and running after the Wi-Fi's been changed. I think that's it. Nothing else to say really. The hardware's all stable inside this computer. It was running beautifully in the shop earlier, albeit with its sides off. But it is a very nice computer when it's running. It just never has actually run correctly for 13 months. Said I'm going to end this stream twice, so this third attempt I will actually end. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.